Ice
Ice World, Harold's favorite.
They're just like giving them the all right first. Like, oh fuck, you hate ice walls? Okay. Ice.
It's an ice island?
Ice island.
Oh, look, you can see it too. You can see a frosty island. Oh, those fucking happy little penguins, Harold. Oh, you killed it.
It's not happy now.
Poor penguin.
Poor penguin ass. He's trying to kill me.
No, he's just dancing and you're in the way.
Oh, invincibility sweet.
Oh, those little happy little bunnies. They're just hopping. They're snow bunnies, and they died.
They look fucking evil to me.
Oh, jeez, Harold.
They do. I'm gonna kill you, Higgins.
Oh yeah, you think it's like that? It's like that rabbit in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Kill a rabbit. Oh, it's just a bunny.
Bunny that's gonna kill you. What if there's a secret down there? But I'm not gonna bother looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna bother looking at all. Meh. It's the midpoint, Harold. Can you make it through the rest of this level without dying?
Good question.
It's a challenge. Well, except for that really, I mean, I guess it's pretty big. There's a really big penguin then. Either that or Master Higgins is really small. Oh, why'd you do it?
Fucking A.
Yeah. Boing.
There's a lot of springboards in this game.
Are y'all ready to smash some fruit? Weren't there springboards in the original?
Not as many as this one.
Oh, this is Springboard Central.
Yeah.
Population Herald.
What them against springboards? I think they're pretty cool games.
Except when you fall in pits all the time. You don't like the springboards in Bong very much.
Yeah, this one's not very good. My escape action now.
Oh, you don't want that fucking skateboard?
No.
Harold, you're not extreme enough.
I'm good.
Harold, what do you think about that background?
I think it's kind of like reminds me of Battletoads.
A little bit. Burp, burp, burp. Burp, burp, burp. Burp, burp, burp. The only thing Harold hates more than spikes is ice spikes.
Yeah, those the ice spikes.
Oh, that dude, there was an ice skating toad.
Yeah, I killed two.
Poor toad.
Poor Chris.
Great.
What's up, buddy?
Midpoint.
Midpoint?
Alright, you can do it. Don't take no sass from that fucking bat, Harold.
Fuck that bat.
Thought you knocked it right out of the air.
Yeah,
You're a regular Sammy Sosa. Shit! Oh, this Mario shit right there.
Oh, good.
Do it!
It.
Yeah, but don't forget it runs out pretty quick. It freaking fools you.
Fool he wants. Shame on you.
Oh, Harold!
Fool me twice. Shame on me.
Fool yourself, fucking shit.
You weren't gonna fool me again.
Yeah? You did it, you beat the goddamn level, Harold.
Fucking A.
Master Higgins is back in Adventure Island 2. This time, he's not alone in his quest to save his beloved. Various prehistoric friends will help Higgins defeat his fiendish foes. Adventure Island 2, the premier action-adventure game. By Hudson Soft.
Snow level.
Look at that background. What's that all about?
Ice blocks.
You do realize that the skateboard gives you an extra hit, right?
I do, but also you can go off a cliff easy too. So it's not really worth it. Just wait. Wait for it. Go.
Take your fucking time. Oh, there was a snowman, but there was an animal underneath.
There's a pig inside. It's like Robotnik's frozen. You know?
Oh god, Robotnik, huh?
Rofroznik.
Harold, did you just say Rofroznik?
Yeah. Oh,
why?
Because I thought you go back.
No, you've played these games long enough to know you can't. This is a one-directional scrolling game.
It's unfortunate.
What do you think this is? Mario 3?
Kind of looks like it.
How?
I'm not just kidding.
Bop, 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 bop.
Do a whole jump around. Where the pig is.
Are you sure those are pigs?
Yeah, they're pigs. They're frozen pigs.
She's like, trust me, Jesse, I know my fork.
Yeah.
Harold, why?
God, why? No. So I was thinking too much, worrying.
I'll say, shit and shit.
Just do it, Harold. Go.
Just be careful.
Piggy, this piggy went to the market.
Yeah?
This piggy got killed.
Okay, watch out for the fucking bat this time. You realize that if you just jumped up there right away, you'd be on the platform, you can hit him better.
Yeah.
Can't be gunshot, Harold.
God,
Right up your ass again.
Master Higgins likes it up the ass.
Oh, Jesus, Harold, that's not PG. Now, did you ever actually own any of the Adventure Islands?
You know, I never did.
I know Brandon owned like one of them. Like 2 or 3, right?
No, I had him Super Adventure.
Oh, Super. Oh, was it Raul that had 1 or 2 or 3?
I think he had 3.
Oh.
I remember when he first got it. Because he got it because Brandon had it. He's like, oh.
Sure.
He kept getting weird games too. He got like Astyanax and stuff. I'm like, yeah, this game is pretty cool.
Good old Astyanax.
He had the booklet to that game too. It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the bosses was like, used like steroids or something. It's kind of weird.
Oh, steroids.
That was like a big old buff monster thing. I thought that was kind of funny.
You know what else is funny?
Me dying.
Not really.
But the game it was totally different than an arcade game.
Yeah, kind of better.
Think it was better?
I think so. The arcade Astyanax is a little... I don't know.
Funky?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, I think this one was kind of funky too, but...
But it was a little better.
Yeah, I mean, the story was kind of sad, like... I guess it was kind of Double Dragon 2, like they actually had made it have a better ending.
Oh.
Fucking damn it, I'm pressing the fucking button.
You think you'd expect that by now?
I am expecting this was making
Oh.
turn around, and I should be turning around. I guess.
Okay, you shouldn't be turning around. Huh? You just gotta have those twitch reactions, Harold. Just gotta jump when you see them. Yeah, like that. Look at he tried to get you.
Yeah, fucking fruit loop, fucking
Yeah.
fox.
Tony the Tiger. What's that all about?
It's a fire.
Oh, hot fire.
I didn't kill him. I should have killed him the first shot.
Yeah?
Oh well.
Maybe he's made it tougher. What are you doing?
I'm sliding a little bit because it's ice.
Yeah? Why don't you get some fucking snowshoes?
on an island and I can't.
Oh.
Finally beat that.
Fine, you're telling me, finally. Look, Higgins isn't happy with you.
He's pissed.
Yeah, he's like, Harold, play better.
Oh god.
Harold, every level 4 is going to be a temple. You should be used to that.
I should be used to it.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit.
Fucking bats. There's like in my way. Avoid the bats.
Harold, I know you're probably hungry, but dude, you don't want roast Higgins, okay?
No.
We want to beat the game.
This over anything?
You mean over nothing?
Over nothing.
Yeah.
Strawberry.
Now you can't. The only thing that extinguishes fires is when you're invincible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What the fuck out, Harold? Now they came out with an Adventure Island on Wii, on WiiWare, and it was not great. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It had really generic bosses, and instead of making it like this, oh shit!
Yeah, they made it like. I think it was gonna be episodic, honestly.
Well, that would have been garbage either way. It didn't really have a spoilers for anybody who ever wanted to try it, but it doesn't really have an ending.
No, it doesn't.
The bosses are super generic and shitty. It just kind of doesn't seem like an Adventure Island game in a lot of ways. It's like 2.5D polygons, and it looks like shit.
God damn it.
Harold still falls into pits.
It was an awful game. Like
about the only interesting thing about it was that you could like upgrade some of your abilities, but
some of the bonus games were kind of fun too.
But in general, it just kind of didn't feel like an Adventure Island game.
No, it didn't.
Which is too bad because we were excited about it when we first heard about it.
Yeah. Oh well.
They were supposed to come out with a new Bonk too, and it looked weird, but it might have been fun. But then they canceled it, and Hudson died, so that's it. That's all.
That's all, folks.
Jesus Christ, Harold, right in the butt.
God damn. See, you feel
there's a little guy in there.
Just hanging out in there. I kind of want to stay with. I'm gonna stick with this. I think.
All right, try it out.
This is they take away your time in the bosses.
What do you think he's gonna be?
Snake. Oh, bear.
No, he's a one-eyed tiger bear thing.
That just makes sense to be a bear.
Ice, Harold, ice. It's a polar bear. Maybe he's a polar baron. Get it?
Yep.
I think he wanted the axes.
Yeah.
You can throw them more rapid fire.
I concur.
Harold agrees with my diagnosis. Well, you need it for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
You know, the weird thing is, at least on the NES, though, is that Jesus Christ.
What?
I don't know, I can't finish the thought. You die every time. Fucking, like the frogs in those various games, except maybe Kid Niki, like, kind of all look the same.
Yeah.
Even though different developers made them.
Well, it's a frog. Seeing they kind of ripped off each other's enemy sprite.
I don't know, I guess there's only so many ways you can do a frog. Fuck! Alright, we can do this, Harold. Look at that, the candles throw fucking fire at you.
Yeah, that's some Mario 3 shit there.
Well, in Mario 3, the candle would jump off and follow you when you're not looking. Yeah, god damn it, Harold. Fuck. Alright, this time we're gonna tell the polar baron to fuck off. Just smash him in his face. That's why it's better, because you can just jump up and pepper him with it. I'll cry! Oh!
Beat his ass.
That's lucky.
Yeah, it was luck. Fuck you, polar bear. Polar bitch.
Oh, polar bitch.
Now he dances with the wolves. Ooh, Jungle Island. It's me, Master Higgins.
Here we are, born to be kings, and not die a lot. We're the princes of the Adventure Island universe.
Check this out. That's a really looking shirt.
Yep. Fire breathing snakes.
Yeah.
Is that the first encounter with one in this game?
No, there's no.
Oh, okay. Because they were around like right away in the next one.
Oh, I went back there. Fucker. Got some snails to deal with though. I haven't seen them in a while.
So the odd history of Adventure Island is that look at that monkey, Harold.
What the fuck?
You gotta hit him multiple times.
It's a fucking tough monkey.
Jesus! Now can I talk about the history?
Okay.
The odd history of the Adventure Island series is that its origin started from a Sega arcade game where a frog went right up Harold's butt, called Wonder Boy. Which basically, Adventure Island 1 and Wonder Boy basically play almost exactly the same. They have the same setup, the same kind of levels, etc. But then, there was a divergence that happened. I'm not sure if some of the same people... What was the deal? Was it the same people, the same developers?
Yeah, they were
Started working for Hudson instead or something?
Yeah, I believe so. Weston.
And so, the Wonder Boy series... Wonder Boy was kind of an early Master System era mascot for Sega. And so, the Wonder Boy series continued on the Sega systems, but none of them were like that game.
Yeah.
They were more like weird little side-scrolling kind of action RPGs. And the Adventure Island series continued in the original Wonder Boy Adventure Island style. And so that became more the Adventure Island style. But the real irony is that later on the Super Nintendo, Super Adventure Island 2 was a real oddity because out of nowhere they decided to take the Wonder Boy / Monster World route and had it more like that, where you were a character, Master Higgins could get his sword and armor and all this shit. It was really weird.
Yeah.
And it had kind of RPG-like, mechanics.
Kind of Zola too, almost.
Sure. It's a good game. It's just definitely not Adventure Island type game.
Well, then they got Adventure Island 4, which was kind of like that.
Well,
too.
sure, but that was more like regular Adventure Island, but just in a Metroid style. But it still played like Adventure Island.
Yeah.
Super Adventure Island 2
That's true.
played like Wonder Boy. Speaking of not dying, Harold, there's a water cave here. How do you feel about those waterfalls?
Okay, I've seen better.
He's seen better. Speaking of fruit, Harold, what's your favorite kind of fruit?
Strawberries, probably.
Oh, okay.
Bananas.
Sure. Watch out for Mouser there.
Cherries.
You like cherries?
Yeah.
I've never been. Oh my god! I've never been a huge fan of cherries myself. They're okay, but I don't like eating cherries. But just cherries. Yeah. I don't mind certain cherry flavored things, but
yeah, I mean, it's once in a while, I don't know what that was. That was pretty cool.
My grandmother fucking loved like chocolate covered cherries. That was like her favorite candy.
Really?
Yeah.
Just chocolate covered everything now, though. Raisins.
Oh, yeah? In some countries they have some weird shit, like chocolate covered ants and bees.
Yeah.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah, but to each their own, I guess.
There's a bat right there. Okay.
I saw it.
Yeah, Harold actually doesn't even like Batman.
Fuck Batman.
Yeah, he's got the bat fear, bat phobia from these games.
Fuck you, Batman. Fuck you.
Now, to be honest though, Harold, be honest. Like, what game has worse bats? Adventure Island or Kid Niki?
Adventure Island.
Because those cute little cat bats in Kid Niki are devious. They'll swoop around at you.
Oh yeah, but I figured out their pattern.
Oh, we figured it out.
Yeah. I figured them out.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's too bad you couldn't figure out that centipede boss, Harold.
Yeah. Big grub or something.
Yeah, green grub. I had to teach you how to do it. Get that fruit!
I want to skip and spear, but fuck them.
Harold doesn't like the spear. So what do you think this is? You think this is like mountains?
Yeah, hills, mountains, maybe.
Sure. Got some Mario World look shit going on.
That's what I was saying earlier. There's a thing in the 90s, I guess.
Well, it was a Mario World thing. And I don't think too many people emulated it, but they obviously tried to.
Yeah, I wonder why though. Just Mario World?
Sure. Hudson Soft also had a weird thing going on in the, like from 89 to 93 or so, where they were like the primary, they didn't, make the TurboGrafx themselves, but they were the primary developer. They, like, most of the big, like, exclusives on TurboGrafx were made by Hudson Soft. And yet they were still making games for Nintendo systems also.
Yeah, I wonder how Nintendo felt about that. Yeah, but they didn't make Genesis games, which is weird.
No, I think they had a pretty close relationship with Nintendo. They didn't, not until, they started, at some point they started putting Bomberman on like everything.
Sunsoft is kind of like that until they put Blaster Master 2 on Genesis.
That's true, but I fear that's not a very good game.
Yeah, that's true. I think didn't they only play the Revenge of Joker, or Return of Joker, or whatever.
Sure.
They were going to do that on Super Nintendo, but they canceled it.
Yeah?
Yeah, but from what I saw, it didn't look much better.
Check the lore. Harold!
I guess I had to jump over him.
Yeah.
Sunsoft was a great company, like, great music, great cinematics in their games.
Yep. Who made that Battle for Olympus game or whatever?
Well,
The game that was kind of like Zelda 2.
I'm not sure, actually. I know it was on Game Boy also.
Yep. Jesus.
I'm not sure that won the fall or not.
Jesus. Speaking of games that you wouldn't assume that Hudson Soft made, there's a game on Nintendo called Faxanadu, which was actually a kind of, not really a port, but it was its own game, but it was kind of a spin-off of a Japanese computer game series called Dragon Slayer. And Faxanadu, well, because the original hit was called Xanadu, so that was called like Faxanadu because it was like Famicom Xanadu.
Oh, gotcha.
And Hudson Soft developed that, which is weird.
That's weird.
That game's fucking hard.
Didn't Acclaim make the Wizard of Wars games?
No, Rare did.
Oh, that's right. Rare did those.
Acclaim was just a publisher.
Acclaim was big, and then they just kind of lost it in the 2000s or 90s.
I feel like I was talking about this with a different recording, but Acclaim, yeah, in the late, like around 2000 or so, it feels like Acclaim just got too big for their britches.
I can see it.
At some point, they bought Valiant Comics, which was the people who did like the Nintendo comics, and they created Turok and Shadow Man, and that's where a lot of that shit came from. That's why Acclaim started doing those games. Whatever that is. Man. Yes, one hit, one try. But that's why,
Well, that one studio that was doing all the games was pretty good. Iguana.
Sure, but I'm saying that's why Acclaim started doing Shadow Man games and Turok games because they owned the comics.
They were going to do a whole series of Shadow Man, but I think they only did 2 games. They were kind of weird. Like I tried to get into them, but it's too much like a maze.